when people ask me to describe what we do, I think the best way I can say it is that we're a variety show. You're going to see really sexy numbers. You're going to see ridiculous, funny numbers. You're going to see highly political numbers that are going to make you think. You're going to see sad things. You're going to see happy things. So, I mean, there's really a nice up and down, you know. And it's very interpretive. It's an art form that you really get to take it and run with it, which is great.
We have a really interesting assortment of people in our troupe, from like extraordinarily highly educated to people who own their own businesses to people who, you know, decide that society says you're supposed to work and do all this other stuff all the time, but they find their own way of like getting around the loopholes. Everybody's really unique and really intellectual and motivated and ambitious in their own ways.
Boys will be boys, and girls will be too.
You kind of have to have an image in your head of what you would want to look like or act like or talk like or even walk like if you were a guy. It's so that when I first started transforming myself, I had to really sit and think about what I want my facial hair to look like, and so I've experimented with a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried a lot of different stuff, but this is the standard. This is the one I like the most.
That is the Leo.
Yeah. I stole it off some guy in a Japanese restaurant.
Well, you
Looking
know,
at his facial hair, I was like, I'm taking that hair.
Some people just draw it on. Otherwise, some people use stipple, or I'm not sure what it is, but they just take and they put 5 o'clock shadows. I personally save my hair trimmings from haircuts, and then I cut it up into really small pieces, and I use theatrical glue to glue it on my face.
This right here is what you need to be drinking. This is 3 layers of, you said it's neoprene? I think it's neoprene or nylon or something. It's stretchy ass shit, but it's tight as fuck. It's really hard to get on alone, I'll tell you that much, because you can get it, if you try to get your arms through it and you get it caught right about here, you're choking on it. But this will do away with any chest that you have right here.
We have like some professional binding stuff now too. Like it sort of looks like a tank top, an A shirt. I don't want to call it a wife beater because that's not very, you know. But it looks like a wife beater, but it's all lengthwise. But it's like rayon or something that's not very flexible, and it just like sucks you all in. And you're like. And you can't really breathe at first, but man, it does a really good job. Makes you look like you have pecs and you're all ripped and stuff. Obviously, you're gonna want to pack. And some people go online and they actually get like softies that look just like dicks, penises.
Say penis!
Penis. With like the testicles and everything, you know, they're really funny because you can take them and go. It's like a slinky. It's like great.
I personally have a packy that I wear, and it's always good to wear 2 pairs of underwear. 2 pairs so your packy doesn't fall out, because I've had that happen where something is falling. The worst thing is your dick falling out onto this floor. It's really quite bad.
This is what being drinking is all about.
Rainbow socks.
No, see, this is gym socks right here. Shut up, you. This is what being drinking is all about. The socks.
It's all about the socks.
You gotta have the socks. Without the socks, you have nothing.
It's an addiction. It totally becomes an addiction. I do it because of the feeling. It's this amazing sensation. I was always a theater nerd since knee-high to a grasshopper. I've been doing little community plays and whatever I could get into, and it's just this rush of be able to have interaction and to act out stuff. So it's completely for that experience to have that again.
I'd been in theater pretty much my whole life, and just getting up on that stage, there's nothing like it. It's addictive. It's so much fun, and it can be a little nerve-rattling, but you get over it the second you hit that stage.
I have been dressing up in boys' clothes ever since I was about 5 or 6, and putting on shows for my family, Michael Jackson and all of the things. So the best thing about being a king for me is to just actually be able to do what I've always done as a kid and do it on stage for people who are actually paying and watching and thinking that it's cool.
The one wonderful thing about drag is if you're an incredibly shy person, when you're in costume, you have the facial hair on and the whole getup and everything, you're a different person. You can create that person.
Well, for me, this is about making the audience laugh. Gender bend a little bit. I'm kind of like a fruity guy. You know, I'd like to do like acts that are a little bit more like feminine, like Prince and Michael Jackson and stuff. So
it's really funny because it does this unfolding thing as a person. Like, I really didn't know about that much about intersex or transsexual or any of that. It was so like not in my mind. You know, I was just another lesbian and la la la, and it really makes you question like who you are, and it brought out so much of a male side. And then I had to this last show I actually was female in a show, which is I'd never done before. Not like silly female, but actual sexy girl, and having to go back and find like that female, because I became so comfortable on stage and so empowered as a male role, and then you have to go back and be like, oh, I'm gonna be a girl, or find the middle role. Like a lot of times I wear, I think even in this show I'm gonna end up in facial hair and a dress. At some point I will have facial hair and a dress on, and it makes you really question about gender, makes you question about yourself, about sexuality. I was like, all of a sudden I realized, we talk all the time, like, you're such a fag, and we're all these like have the inner fags going on, and it really like makes this richness of your personality, and boundaries kind of get pushy.
The performances are stunning to watch from the beginning to where they are now. Like, we always strive to be able to say after every show that it was the best show we've ever done. As far as theatrical performance, like just nailing your songs and your lyrics, like there's so many minute details that go into preparing for a show that like you just want to make it as perfect as you possibly can. And the troupe as a whole has really grown with that idea, and they just strive to make it amazing. Like they blow my mind every time we have a show. I'm always just really proud to be part of it.